Good morning, everybody. We are here in Auroville, Needham Guest House. My name is Luca. You saw me already in some other previous session. With us today, we have a pleasure to have Kishori Radhakrisnan from the Kaula School of South India, Rameshwaram, and daughter and disciple of Panditji. And we have invited her here to talk to us about few topics that we are concerned and we would like to deepen up understanding. Mrs. Kishori has been, as a child, very much in contact with mother, Sri Aurobindo Mother and Sri Aurobindo Ashram. And we would like also, if it is possible, that she recollect a bit of reminiscence of her contact when she was a child and she was, I would say, pampered or having attention from mother. But also we would like to ask her some clarification, as she is quite an authority in the matter, about Shakti power. Shakti power for Sri Aurobindo Yoga and in her tradition of Kaula Sividya. And the connection and the possible parallel that we have between these two schools, that they are somehow collaborating and working together for so many years. So Kishori, we are very much longing to have your guidance and your clarification on this matter, and to hear how were your meeting as a child with mother, with Meera mother.
Sri Guru. The first introduction means, for some reason, mother was searching an apt person to meet. At that time, shall I mention the name?
Sure.
Satpremji.
Sure. Satprem.
Satpremji, one of a French naval man or somebody, he came to Rameshwaram in search of that, because he was informed by one sannyasi from Calcutta, my Guruji's name. So he came to Rameshwaram in search of my Guruji. That means he was informed everything about my Guruji. So he came to take my Guruji to the Sri Aurobindo Ashram to have one meeting with the mother of ashram. So at that time, I myself, we were not a rich persons. We were the poor, traditional Brahmin society. That time, Satpremji came and he told something. Because I was in that presence, because I am the pet child of my Guruji, my father. But not a pet, but all the children are pet, but something I used to sit always with him. He used to patronize me like that. So, at that time, he told my father, I won't mention that often to my father, but here I have to. Father, that will you be able to treat something for the mother? So he came in search of my father, and my father said, I will try my level best. And he came. It was, I think it is 1956, we came. Supreme booked the train ticket, only train travel was there, no road, nothing was there at that time. I am speaking 1956 story. At that time, only Rameshwaram to other places, train was there, nothing, no road. So, we were booked that train ticket there and we came to Pondicherry, Aurobindo Ashram. There, I was taken with my father to mother's room first. There we went. The mother was, my father was honored by the mother in one aspect, and she had the question, but she had the defect. To remove that, she was given some advices, and also my father did some mantra therapy. That means here we have to say about the power of the mantra. The mantra is of two kinds. One is for our own therapy. The second, if you are having the capacity over the mantra, you can, for some extent, give others also some therapy. My father also, we belong, because we were the traditional people, always doing mantra, japa and nothing. No internet, no YouTube, no Google at that time. So, even we won't go for cinema, no hero, no heroine. We know only school and coming to school, from school, mantra, puja, japa, parayana, sloka, that's all. We were brought up like that only. So, my Guruji did something, because it is a secret in between my father and the mother. So, my Guruji did mantra for that. Maybe it's what she had and what my Guruji did, that they both only know. So afterwards, she had some hope upon my Guruji. Because if you are not getting any good symptoms, means you won't have any hope of others. If you are getting something from me, from the mantra which I gave to you, if you don't have any good effect, means you won't respect me, you won't have the value. Because human beings are always stress upon the value only, they are having faith. So, mother had that good symptoms maybe. So, he patronized my father. She gave, because we are belong to the poor Brahminic society, she gave. My father, for some extent, is not willing to take any richness or anything from her. That also I have to mention here. Because he used to tell great Ma, because we are also Shakti worshipper. So we say as mother, not this mother. We say for the mother, that is Almighty Mother. My father used to say when we are small children, my mother won't let me go like this. Certainly in one or other day she will help me. She will help me. Just like that he used to say. In which condition, because I have 3 elder sisters also. They got married and they had the children also. In olden days, for the poor people, marriage is something beyond their condition. He gave marriage, that is to 3 daughters, and also he had that delivery time also he had the same position. He was having so many dates and all. My mother used, as a common wife, she also used to tell my father, you are doing this puja and all, you are not caring for that household thing. How I can manage? I need something for that. At that time, because I heard that it is the truth. My father, as a joke, he used to say, You think my mother won't let me go like this. One day or other, I will give you enough money, more than enough money to maintain.
So she was referring to mother. She
He was referring to the Almighty Mother. But always Devam Manusha Rupena. The Devata won't come as it is with 4 heads, 4 limbs and all. But it will help you through via some people, some Manusha Rupa. See, the help will come to you by the Almighty if she is willing to help you, means in one or other way somebody will come and help you. This is the symptom. This is why we call it a boon. Ashirvadam. For Ashirvadam, boon. This is the Ashirvada of mother. See, the name also coincidence. She also was called as the mother of Sri Aramdasa. We are all the follower of the mother of the Supreme Almighty. So we used to pray Sri Mata, Sri Maharaji, Sri Simhasaneshwari. So, see, the same name, even the name is not changed, the mother. The cover which full of money, I have seen, I have enjoyed. That money will be written nothing. Seeking your, some French word, I cannot, your well-wishing, for that some French word, and the mother, the handwriting, still I am having the handwriting and the cover and all I have.
Mother wrote.
Mother wrote a letter to my marriage also.
You were blessed by mother in your marriage.
Yes, yes.
Suhasi.
At that time of my marriage, mother, from her handwriting, she gave blessings. So, what is that I am saying? Always, if you believe the God, the power is there to help you, what you have to do, it is your faith and belief. The faith and belief never goes waste, never be wasted. One or other day, it will give you, for that 150% you believe. Nothing will be wasted in the worship or mantra or anything, because everything will have its own effect. So, after coming to mother, because of the one sight, the people will understand, no, always I am with my father, and she thought that maybe, I am not sure, this patra is somewhat will do that japa or something in my, because only I was 8-9 years old, not more than that. At that time, mother may be knowing me that I will be following that Guruji's, but not 100%. I am not 100%, but somewhat for my satisfaction, I am following my Guruji. So, she used to call me. Even if my father is not there, after finishing his interview with the mother, mother used to call me. The people will come and say, mother wants to meet. So I will go. Their mother used to recite, ask me to recite the Sri Vidya mantra, some Kalidasa sloka, just like that.
So she was very interested in Sri Vidya, and from your
yes, because she was very much wondering of 8-9 years old girl is reciting the Lalita Sahasranama with the pronunciation. So she was wondering. At that time, what the tape recorder was new to us. We don't know anything in the scientific because we were poor. We don't have any radio and all. After mother came only we had that. That tape recorder she gave me first. That the pool, they say, no, that recording ourselves, and when we speak it will be recorded, and again we can hear our own voice like that. It was a great wonder at that time for me. So without my knowledge, he told somebody to record like that when I was reciting Lalita Sahasranamam. And after I finished, mother asked, that was working. I wonder how, where I am doing that Lalita Sahasranamam again. Then I saw that the pool, that the tape recorder is working. So it was that she had some good, I had some good environment with the mother, and she liked that, and I had 4-5 times I went to mother's room there. And each day I will be presented something good new one from the mother. Some good dress, some good compliments, some good things. So many things I was given from the mother of Aravinda Ashram. She is the lady which I cannot forget in my life.
And how do you see her mother condition or spiritual mother related to the tradition of the Shakti? Because the Shakti is generally also commonly understood as a duality. But what I understand from your teaching, actually Shakti can also be very much non-duality in its Adi Shakti aspect. And when you saw mother having her Shakti power, how did you understood it? How did you relate to this different, non-traditional, but it was there, this power?
One thing is that I was only 9-10 years, and afterwards what I had with mother was not in that aspect of discussing about any Shakti worship of her. But when I had a meeting, when I was reciting the mantra, sloka and all, she was very much pleased with that, I know. So she is also not deviating from that of Shakti worship. That because if she is not bothering about that Shakti worship means, she won't call me as a small girl to recite this mantra and all. Why she has to call me to do the japa and all in front of her? She liked that to hear. That to hear, because in our tradition we call these small girls as Bala. From the Bala, she wants to hear something about the Almighty. She may be thinking that some good person is coming, because I don't know in that age how much I was good, how much percentage I was good. But 8-9 years old, I used to sit, but I won't do any mischiefs. That also I am sure. I will be sitting calmly and I will be reciting. Because that was regulated by my Guruji. When you are doing puja, you should not do unwanted action. So this is the basic thing. That basic thing she liked from me. Maybe in the Western customs it was not, maybe at that time I don't know what about the Western customs. This small girl is doing this much of worship. Maybe she is wondering, I don't know. But she gave me so many things. She gave me that radiogram at that day. Radio and gramophone, radiogram it is said. So those things are given by the mother to me. Radiogram, record player, and that what do you call that, pool and tape recorder, all these things, and a small mobile radio, that transistor. So there are so many things. These are all my memory. I was presented by the mother of Sri Aurobindo Ashram. So I think if she is another thing, if she is not liking means, she won't patronize my Guruji. Because she wanted she thought that his worship is good. That means has some value. Then only she was doing that, no? Otherwise, if you are not valuing anything, means you won't listen to that person. Isn't it? Is it not true?
Yes, yes.
If the mother is not having belief on the worship, Shakti worship means, she won't give anything to my father. She may give something to my father and he will go and she will be. But often and often, she used to call him, and if once in a year, thrice in a year, we used to come here.
So you came also to Matra Mandir, I understand?
Matra Mandir at that time, where was the Matra Mandir?
To the Banyan near Matra Mandir.
Only to the Pondicherry we used to. That too how? From Viluppuram junction, we won't come to Chennai. In the Viluppuram, up to Viluppuram only we will come in the train. There we will get down. There minimum 5 cars will come for us to take from Viluppuram to Pondicherry. This kind of respect, if one person give to other person, means certainly some value must be there, some good thing must be there, some virtue must be there. Otherwise, unless it won't be happened. Because she is the mother of one big organization, why she has to give that much of respect to my father, that a poor Brahmin man? Why she has to give that much of respect? Why she has to call him as a Panditji? Why she has to ask all her disciples of the ashram to go and meet Panditji and get something from him? So many foreigners were introduced, were advised by the mother to come and meet my father. My father had so many disciples all over the world, still now are there. They are all introduced by the mother only. If she is not fulfilled, that means satisfied with my father, means she won't give anything and she won't ask other also to get some good from this person.
It also narrates that mother, after the session with Guruji, Panditji, started to examine a bit the mantra with more attention, if it was also possible to use in her yoga, as an aid, as a tool for her yoga. He says so. And apparently, Sri Aurobindo, there is also some book that he has laid down a minimum of mantra sadhana for integral yoga of Sri Aurobindo. Would you like to speak to us a little bit more about the mantra and the Shakti path?
See, mostly in our Hindu dharma, that means our Sanatana dharma, we don't have any Bheda, that means dispute or different with any deities. Any deities means we, for certain extent, to some extreme, we accept the Vaishnavas, we accept the Saivas, we accept the Saura, we accept the Kaumara, we accept the Saurya. Everything is accepted in our Sanatana Dharma. This Sanatana Dharma is that it is Yugavat. It is called a Yugavat. Yugavat means Yugabat coming
coming together, kind of.
together,
Yeah.
Yugabat. Have you heard of that word, Yugabat? Yugabat is together.
Satsang, like?
Satsang like that, together. We always come closer. If not so, in those days, how can my father used to give mantra for a foreigners, for a Vellekkaran?
Balagara.
Because my father knew the reality. From the reality, he was thinking, really, there is no difference between the human being. That means, what we are seeing that Sharira only, but we are not seeing the Atma there. But one who realized about that, he will see only the Atma, not the outward things. How I am seeing your dress, I don't bother about your dress. Just like that, I won't bother about your race, your caste, anything. But I want your bhavana. Bhavana here, the Atma Darshan. How, what you are thinking and how are you, the real you. Not your biodata. I am not satisfied with your biodata. I am satisfied with your Antaratma. Antaratma, you know.
Inner being.
Inner being. I will be more satisfied with your Antaratma than by your, if you can give me more dakshina. For some extent I will be pleased. But after a minute I will think, his Antaratma is not good. If I think so, I won't be satisfied with you, with the dakshina. Dakshina won't do anything because one day it come and another day it will go. If I am thinking for the dakshana mainly, then my virtue also will be deleted. Because we Shakta people, that too traditional Bhaskar Raya's people, what I am coming from the Kaula Marga. This Kaula is the supreme way of attaining the person's realization, real realization. That means what you have to have the anubhuti. Anubhuti experience.
Yeah. Experience.
You have to experience yourself that I am not this ordinary cheap person. This anubhuti should come. Until that you have to do the meditation japa. This was the bhavana and advice and my Guruji's wish to all of us. We must have that bhavana, that anubhuti. Even the first level people who are initiated, from there also we need this bhavana. And I am not linked with the Sharira most. I am the one real in my Atma. You should not bother about the outward things. Always seeing the outward things, it is, we don't like. It is something cheaper. What is really you are, that is most considered. This is the Kaula Marga. Real Kaula is that. You can say at some extent to the Advaita Marga also. Because the Kaula Marga, there is nobody as equal to Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya. He was the most famous one of Upasana of Shakti. There also he had, see how he has prized Shakti, you know. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yati Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitum. It is his Saundarya Lahari, in his Saundarya Lahari, the first version is like that. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yeti Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitam. That means if Shiva is with Shakti only, he can even move.
So even Shankaracharya was the most advanced Advaita, most
Yes,
advanced, but he was actually a
he
Shakti
was a
Path member as well.
great Upasaka of Shakti.
In fact, even we have noticed like Ramana
Because
Maharshi
he
is the
knows
same
that
thing.
in the Shakti Upasana only what he wanted to teach the people, the Advaita Supreme Unity is can get. How we can get the union of the Parabrahma, that means the, what for the Parabrahma, I forgot. For the ultimate reality, ultimate
reality.
So, how we can reach, how we can take us to that Parabrahma unless and until no proper way of going. We cannot go by in rocket. Nothing is possible. So, this mantra anushtana, this tradition, this marga takes us near to the Parabrahma. So, this is that in Gayatri also. It is said, Om Bhu Bhuva Suva Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahe. You know the total meaning I say. Which Mata, the extreme superior Mata of Gayatri is said the Veda Mata. Veda, you know, the 4 Vedas. And the Vedanga also included in this. That is, Upanishad also included when we say Veda Mata. Veda Mata Gayatri is attained only by the people who knows about her. She is having the capacity of creation, maintenance and protection and destruction. She is the cause. She is the cause and the other 2, protector and also destructor.
So you are saying that even a most advanced Shankaracharya was a Shakti path, and in fact we also noticed that another big Advaita like Ramana Maharshi, he was also a Shakti path because he had a Meru. He put the Meru on the temple and built on his mama tomb, and he was I would say very fond of Sri Chakra that he drew himself and organized that. In a way, I can see what your words say. Even Aurobindo has wrote one of these big poems that is Savitri, of Savitri and Satyavan. Was Savitri that saved Satyavan. The female principle had brought the realization of the main
You know
principle.
the story of Satyavan and Savitri. Savitri was the Chaitanya Shakti of Satyavan. Just like that, in every human beings, that Savitri Shakti is there. Savitri means the Chaitanya. Chaitanya means Chit Shakti.
In every human being, you say. Even
Every
inside
human
ourselves,
being,
we have
the
both
Chit
of them.
Shakti is there. Otherwise, you cannot move. If you don't have Chit Shakti, you will be just like a jada, that opaque or inert. If you are having that Chit Shakti, then only you can work. You can at least stand. This Chit Shakti we called the power, that Shakti, Mata, Gayatri, Savitri, Saraswati, Lakshmi, all the names. It is called Vimarsha. Vimarsha in Nanavida names. Nanavida Nama. Nanavida. That means so many kinds of forms and names. It's called Vimarsha. Say, if one collector is coming, means how the people will work. There will be so much. Nanavida Pramana orders will go. That the police constable will go and the inspector will be doing something, the DGP will be doing something, and this man, that man, everybody will be in the strict uniform, and this, everything will be. If he is coming to inspect a school, means how the school will be. The students will be taking bath and giving that uniform, everything, the classes will be full. And the teacher will be in good uniform, they won't speak until the collector goes. They will be maintaining pin drop, silent and drop. We are seeing that. That is called Vimarsha. Vimarsha means having the Prabhava. Prabhava, that is also Sanskrit word. Prabhava means Prakarsha. Influence may be Prabhava.
Authority?
Authority,
Influence?
in Prakarsha. For Prakarsha also I don't know. Prakarsha. It's better the next time you give me one Sanskrit to English dictionary.
I thought we have one here, living one. It's not easy translation. Sometimes it doesn't even exist. A translation from Sanskrit.
Prakarsha, Prabhava, Vimarsha, all these are the words for Shakti. Now come to the Shakti Tattva. What is Shakti Tattva? Shakti Tattva means, for that you have to know something about the Prapancha knowledge. Prapancha, universe, cosmos. Not only this world, all the world. Not only this solar, this galaxy and other galaxy. That means cosmos. There you have to have a little bit of knowledge of that. Cosmology or something like that. For that, in all the religion, it is accepted that there is a creator. Otherwise, these creations won't come. We are all creation. That you accept? This prapancha, this world, what we see, all created. Created one, no?
Yes, we have.
But this is not man-made. You can't make a banyan tree. You can plant a banyan tree. There is a different. You can plant a banyan tree, but you cannot make a banyan tree. You can give birth to a child, but you cannot make a child. That different, you understand?
Yes, very much.
The make,
Unfortunately.
one who is the producer, production, is called the power. Production, for production, some power must be needed. Some Shakti is needed. Without power, without capacity, without eligibility, nothing can be produced. If you want to produce one car, means at least you must have the understand what is car, what are the mechanism inside the car, then only you can produce a car. You must know something about the car. Same thing for everything. For to prepare one table, he must know from which wood I have to prepare from that. All the wood are not suitable for preparing table, or all the wood is not suitable for preparing cupboard. So all the wood not preparing for the beam for the house. So there are different varieties of wood from which he has to select the apt wood to prepare, to produce on table or chair. So for each level, that governing point is needed. That management, that kind of knowledge is needed to produce one thing. So, how much knowledge does our Shakti have to produce the ultimate, the whole cosmos? In my heart operation, the doctors were thinking and doing and thinking and researching and doing, and so many part, one MD, one MS, and so many assistant MS, and one is for liver, one is for stomach, one is for heart, one is for lung. All these people are working coincidentally to do an operation for dissection. Maybe it's a dissection. But to prepare all this heart and all the organs to to make all the organs inner our thing, in our body, how the knowledge the Shakti has. Isn't it? She is a great doctor. To making that operation surgery, we need this much of knowledge, means to assembling all these organs, how much knowledge she is having.
So God must have a good technical office when he manufacture us.
So we call as the great mediciner. In Vaidyanath, we call him Vaidyanath. He is the superior for the Vaidya, you mean doctors.
So if this is the Shakti
He is a
power.
north of Vaidya.
This is the Shakti power.
All that doing, activating is Shakti part. That is Chaitanya. Simple things. That ultimate creator is something in his, that is something, it is called Sat-Chit Ananda. This Sat part never do anything. It is opaque. For that the symbol is putting Shivalinga. Shivalinga is just like that. It cannot move anywhere. But Shakti is the Chaitanya part. Chit part. That means the consciousness. Chaitanya is the conscious, but it is a nuclear effect only. It is the potential effect. So it won't do any action. It is a Sakshi. Sakshi, you mean what is that? Sakshi? Witness. Ah, thank you. Witness. He is the witness. He can witness you. Each and everywhere he is witnessing. But the Chaitanya is making you to act. This Chaitanya has the gunas. Because one who is acting means surely there must be qualification also. Because you won't act like me, I cannot act like you. This person differ, this is differ. Yeah, we are all different. Even that son and father also differences. Son need not be like father. There are so many intellectual father, Buddha sons. You see, for Buddha father, intellectual son. You know, understand Buddha?
Foolish?
Foolish.
Ah.
Father may be
Buddha?
Ignorant, no? Ignorant.
Anyway.
the son need not be like his father. He may differ. How many uneducated family, see Abdul Kalam, for example.
President?
Yes. How Vidwan he was. Vidwan. Scholar. Intellectual. He came from a small, poor, ordinary family only. His father was not a good knowledgeable person like that. But how he came? So like that, father may be uneducated, means may be ignorant, and son will be intellectual. And father may, how many professors and good PhD doctors as good son, you know? Nothing. We don't have the example for a good father, good son. There are bad, what do you call, udaharan for examples are there. So, the Shakti has the qualification. What are the qualifications? 3 major division of qualification. That is Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna and Tamo Guna. What is meant by Sattva Guna?
Knowledge, intellectual,
Yes, for
pure
some
mind,
that is
pure mind.
That is important. Purity. That is sterilized, refined, revised is called Sattva Guna. A Rajo Guna. What is meant by Rajo Guna?
Mainly dynamic aspect, action,
Action.
dynamic.
Having all the feelings. Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha. All the feelings, anger, Bhaya, and everything. All the activities, all we are having in our Sukshma Sarira, this experience, and all our, what we call for that Rajoguna, what we are feeling. What this? Passion. Passion also. These are called Rajoguna. Tamoguna is the
Inertia.
not only inertia, it will be like that. In one day, it will destroy others also.
So a negative aspect also,
Yes.
or destruction aspect also. So these 3 guna, the guna of the Shakti, the creation, the creator.
Gunatrayi, Gunamayi, Devi, Narayani, Namostute.
And these 3 are also our inner being.
Yes,
These are
all of
inside
us
all
are
of
having.
us. It's not an abstraction intellectual. We are talking about ourselves and how we express. The
So
way we
now
express.
I am coming to the lineage, how we think, how the Shakti aspect according to the Kaula school. There the Parabrahma is there. That means before the creation. You just imagine before the creation, before the cosmos, there was only one Sat.
Existence.
Sadeva Saumya Idamagra Asid. It is that Upanishad Vakya. Sadeva Saumya Idamagra Asid. Agra means previously. Asid means was. Sad means only that existing reality was before the creation. And at that time, that superior ultimate Parabrahma, that means it wanted to create something. It had that wants, intention to create. That intention itself is called Maya. His intention is called the Adi Shakti. He wants to create something that wants. Because the Parabrahma, when it was without anything produced, it was just existence. When it was ready to create, that ready to create becomes from the Maya. That's what we call the Adi Shakti. Adi Shakti, Parashakti, Sri Shakti, what? From that Brahma Kita Janani, just I called you. This Adi Shakti is the Chit Shakti of the Parabrahma. Because when the Parabrahma ready to create means, it becomes Satchitananda. Satchidananda Rupa, there the Chit became to activate.
So from oneness,
One
we
atom,
have started to create the duality.
the atom is one. If we divide the atom, there are three particles. One is positive energy, one is negative energy, one is nuclear energy. The nuclear energy is the Sat part. The positive energy is the Shiva part. The negative energy is Shakti part. Always you understand the Shakti is in negative energy. If it is negative energy, only then it can activate.
Can you please tell something about Trigunati?
Hmm?
Can you please talk about something Trigunati Avastha, this beyond this Sattva, Rajas and Tamas? We call it Trigunati.
He told me to you about that Shakti Tattva, so I have started that. Then I will give you some short opinion. This Shakti became the Chit Shakti of the Parabrahma by the existence, because it is nothing no different from the Parabrahma. This Shakti is the one thing. It has the existing power of Sat and it has the Ananda power of Ananda. That means bliss. This Chit Shakti, first it became dual. That means Purusha Rupa and Stri Rupa. Purusha Rupa, male. And Stri Rupa, female. This is called Parashiva and Parashakti. First Adi Shakti with Parabrahma, it produced the Parashiva and Parashakti. With the union of Parashakti and Parashiva, Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra came. From that, all the Karana Rupa Prapancha came. You know the Karana Rupa Prapancha must be there. This Shakti, after producing the Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, she decided to produce the world. This world, for that, if you want to draw a drawing in a place means, first you have to select the place where you have to draw. Isn't it? Then you must have the idea of what is going to be drawn. If you don't have that frame in your mind, you cannot draw that. If you ask the painter, he will say, he must have all the thorough knowledge in his mind, in his buddhi. Then only he will touch with his paint. That too first with the sketch line. Then he will give the coloring and all. Just like that Parashakti first produced the place. The place is called the Akasha Tattva. Akasha means it is the space. The space is selected first, on which all this production can be put.
The canvas of your painting. The
Yes.
space.
Space is necessary for the production. Without space, we cannot put anything in the production. If you want to keep a chair, means you need a place for that to keep a chair. chair. If you want to put a sofa means you first select the place for that. If you want to go to Chennai means you select the place where you will stay. Everything we select the space first. Space is the first production. That is Akasha. And then comes the Sukshma production. Space is Sukshma and Vayu. Vayu means that is also one subtle thing. We cannot see the Vayu. We can have that sparsha of Vayu. If it touch your hand, we can say, yes, there is air. You feel the air, but you cannot see the air.
So Vayu is translated as air.
Air. Then comes the Agni. Agni means fire tattva. These are all tattvas. First, Vyoma. Vyoma means Akasha. Akasha means again space. And Akashat Vayu. Vayor Agni. Agni means fire. The fire we can see. And Agnir Apo. Apo means it is water. And Apa Prithvi. But these are all having their own tattva also. That if I am going to tell the tattva, it will take even more than 2 or 3 hours. Akasha, only one tattva, that is sound. Vayu, 2 tattva, Shabda and Sparsha. Just I am mentioning. Agni, 3 tattva, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa. Rupa means, you understand? You can see that Agni.
Vision.
Vision. Form. Rupa, form.
And time? What about time?
Time?
Space and time.
Space is the Shabda Praman. There only the Shabda is there. If you go to space, you can hear, but that our ear is not able to hear the space Shabda. It is a Brahmanda Shabda. Even if you draw one thing from there, you hear that things. If you draw, pull or push one material, one chair, how much sound it is making. How many global satellites, these Earth, Saturn, everything are moving in the space, how much sound it will produce. Can you imagine? How much speed it is revolving, rotating and moving. Can you imagine that Shabda? Never. Because of your goodness, God made us deaf for the space Shabda. Otherwise, we cannot even speak or hear anything. When the moon comes, we will be hearing the moon's rotation only. We cannot speak, we cannot hear. So everything according to us is moving silently. But it is not like that.
There is sound.
Sound.
But Kala, the time, is also...
That will come with Turiya. Now I am coming with the Srishti. Srishti Krama. This is called Krama. What is that? 12:30. Now we have to end because we have come to the Prithvi.
So we'll have another session, but you were all asking for a particular one.
Can you just, if you can shortly explain about this Trigunatit Avastha, how one can approach this beyond this three gunas?
Yes. Trigunatita means first you have to have the knowledge of Shariratraya. What is meant by Shariratraya? It is our Stula Sharira, what we see,
The body.
body. Then our Sukshma Sarira, that is subtle body. Then our Karana Sarira, that is causal body. These three Sariras are called the Sariratraya. In the Sukshma Stula Sarira, first, we know that we are doing all that, we speak, we eat, we do all the activities. One who is doing in the Stula Sarira is called Vishwan. We have made so many names, but we are all Vishwan, the same name. Vishwan. All that Karanas we are doing, each and everybody has its own or her own activities. That is Karana. And this Vishwan is doing something in the Jagrata Avastha. Jagrata, you know? Awaken. Stula Sarira activates only when you are in the awakened sthiti, Jagrata sthiti. Jagrata sthiti. I will say like that. You understand? In the awakened state, open state. Yes, when you are not sleeping, that stage. But Sukshma Sarira activate when you sleep. Before deep sleep, in between you are having some imagination and your own creation. That is called the Swapna. In our life, all of us have Swapna. Swapna means dream. Each one, some dreams we have. That dream, I am not speaking about your aim, but dream, the real dream, what we are seeing in our Swapna. So, this dreamed stage is called Swapna Avastha or the Sukshma Sarira. I am forming. This Sukshma Sarira, there one person is producing and enjoying that Swapna, you know. You are seeing the Swapna and there in the Swapna you are enjoying something. Are you able to catch me?
Yes. Swapna again is the state of dream.
Dream.
So we are enjoying the dream
Dream.
as
You
the state of
yourself produce the dream. I am not produced any dream to you. I can't produce a dream for you. You are seeing the dream. That is your own production. You become the Shakti Tattva there. That is called Jiva creation. We are all the Parabrahma creation. But we produce in dream, that is Jiva creation.
The creation of the individual, Jiva.
Yes, Jiva means individual. This who create the dream is called Taijasan. All of us, when we are dreaming, we are called Taijasan. That different name, Vishwan, when we are activating in the Jagrata Avastha. Jagrata Avastha, now you have to know that in your mind. You also. Jagrata Avastha, that is waking state.
Waking state.
And Swapna Avastha, dreaming state.
So the meditation is in between.
Meditation? Where the meditation?
When you are in a state of meditation, where are we? Where are we?
I think you are dreaming in meditation. Or as meditation you are dreaming.
Yeah.
What is that real? Are you dreaming in meditation or you are meditating in dream?
Sometimes it's not clear.
Some
It's
people
in between. It's in between.
Meditation is with full of consciousness. Otherwise it is not called as meditation.
So is the first one, Jagrat.
When we dream, we have semi-consciousness. We dream, we sleep, but the deep sleep, in between the deep sleep, we are having some state. It is called Swapna Avastha. Each one is called Avastha in Sanskrit. Avastha means experience. Huh? Good or bad. In good Swapna, if you become a king in the dream, means it is good Avastha.
If you lose all your money, it's a bad avastha. And again, and then we speak about the fourth state of our consciousness, called Turyatita.
Yes, now I am coming subtle
Where
and
we go?
subtle. Then, after
See
this,
the time is a factor that triggers up.
always time
short.
is important.
Kala.
Because Kala is Samara Rupa. So, this dreaming avastha, after that we go to the deep sleep. There we don't know anything. There you are not Lucas, I am not Kishori, he is not that, she is not that. Each and everybody same. That is Karana avastha. There only we are having our Vasana Prapancha. Vasana means Smriti. Remembrance, desire in one aspect, but it is not what we desire. It is already decided, recorded. That is Vasana. See, if you are born and brought up, you are not decided to have birth in that family or in this house or in this area or in this state or this country. We are not decided anything. It is already decided where you have to take birth, by in which as parent, your parent is also decided. Your height and weight also decided, your color decided, your qualification decided, everything decided. For some extent we can make ourselves, just like that doing mantra we can, yesterday I told, reduce the vasana. Vasana here now you understand?
Yes.
You? Vasana. Must be thorough. You know, one day I will ask you, who is Taijasan? And who is Taijasan?
I will go.
Who is? This Vasana Avastha, his name is Pragyan. What is his name? Pragyan. Pragyan means full knowledge only. But in that stage we don't have anything. We are in Avarana. That avidya state.
No
only
knowledge.
One Supreme Shakti is activating us. Without the Supreme Shakti, we won't get up. If you go to sleep, then that's all finished for us, because daily we don't have anything to do with that. Daily you are going to sleep. In the sleep, what you think? If you think anything, means you are not sleeping. Understand?
I understand.
Huh?
Unfortunately,
If you think anything, you are not sleeping.
you are lucid dreaming also. There's a new, but anyway, now what look like Kala today has given us
this,
is the end of the
after
time.
these three, first Vishwa, Taijasa and Prajna, from there, these three names one person is having. We, the Vishwa, produce the dream, become the Taijasan in dreaming state, and this Taijasa go to the deep sleep and take the name as Prajna. So, Vishwa Taijasa Prajna, but this Vishwa also, as we dream, Turiya is dreaming as that. You are the dreamed person. You think that you are in Jagrata Avastha. That means I am in real. But you are not real. Someone is dreaming like you.
Is dreaming to be you. Someone is dreaming to be a you.
Be you. For you, for me, for her, for everybody. Someone is dreaming. As we dream in our dream, we produce so many things. In dream, how many items we prepare? How many items we see? So many streets, so many buildings, everything in our dream comes. How it able to come? Just like that, this Turiya, he has no connection with Vishwa, Taijasa and Prajna. That fourth stage is called Turiya. He is completely away from the Vishwan. How we are completely away from the Taijasan? After getting up from the sleep, do you want to have the same thing which you take in the dream? In the dream you may be a good king with this, some golden throne and all. But in golden cup you may drink. But do you have that golden cup in your Jagrata Avastha? When you wake up, do you have that, all those things? No. The dream itself, it is katham. It is finished. When you come away, sometimes the people used to dream like that. The tiger is coming to kill you like that and all. The small boys say, always like that and they will cry. What is that? Bad dreams. There are good dreams, bad dreams also. But no tiger, when we get up, no tiger, nothing. But we produce the tiger, we dream like that tiger came to catch us. Where the tiger? Where the person? It is you who produced that tiger, who produced that man, and the action also.
But Turiya is independent from all this, you are saying.
Just like that, you imagine, now I am speaking with you, it is a dream of Turiya. When we get up from this avastha, Vishwa, we will become a Turiya.
With this last word,
when we get up from this avastha, this Jagrata avastha, it is also a dream. This much value you have to give for our worldly thing. It is a dreamy world. When you get up from the dream, you will say some different thing you will see.
We thank you very much, Kishori, for all this clarification, all these insights. And we hope that we'll have another section where we can have that much more.
Jayanti would have come, no? She told me that she is coming. So, please.